guys, and welcome back to CMJ Live. Remember I told you this is a special two-parter, so that's why you still see the food here. We're having a great time, and I have my special guest here, and we're going to dive into it. So before we start, welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. Tell everybody who you are.
Hello, I'm Monica Noble from Pickering, Ontario.
All right. So the reason Monica is here is when we did our social, all right, we were doing a big giveaway. Okay. All right. And the big giveaways, you could win a full prize pack of starting your own business. There's different things that we put in there to have somebody start off your business. Right. So you came to the show, yes. Right? So explain to me how you end up coming to the event.
My daughter said to me that she had bought tickets for me to go to this show, and I said, oh no, okay, all right, so let's go.
Right.
And we came in.
Right.
What did we do? We had
the expo. We did different things.
Expos, and we just registered in as we should have, and then we got our tickets, and went in and sat, enjoyed the show. It was very, very good.
But did you want to go, or she just said, "Mommy, let's go out together"?
Well, I didn't know she was gonna do this. She just said to me she bought tickets for this show. I have never heard of the show before.
Okay.
She said, "Okay, so let's go." So I said, "Okay, fine. It's a Sunday. It's nice. Why not go for the drive?"
Right.
And
so you're doing, you're doing this mother-daughter thing.
Yes, we do. We do a lot. I do a lot with my daughter. She's my only daughter.
Right. So you guys go. You gotta have some fun.
We do.
So when you got there, you were telling me earlier that you're interested because there's, the business part of it. You always wanted to open up.
I always wanted to open up my own business from the very first day I started working.
Okay.
And, I said, I think I can do a better job.
Yeah, so I always feel it.
It was always there.
Right.
And she knows. And, she's decided to get the ticket. She said, let's go see the show, what it's all about. And in the parking lot, she said, you could win. And I said, don't be silly. I never win anything. She said, Mom, you can win. I said, well,
if it happens, it happens.
I was shocked.
Right, because she's saying that you could win, this whole thing to get your own business and everything.
She said,
going.
You could win. And I said, don't be silly. I never win. And then, lo and behold, I won. I'm still in shock.
Because I remember that when we talked, we did we had Mishi Me. Big shout out to Mishi Me.
Oh, yeah.
My Show Fresh West. Big shout out to those guys. And then we had Grant, Brandon V. They all came up and talked about how to start a business.
Yes.
And I seen you taking notes because this is something you really wanted to do.
Yes.
But then it came down to the big drum roll, right? And then we reached in and we pulled a name. And we pulled your name, right?
It was I sat there when it was pulled. And she said, let me see your ticket, Mom. And I said, here it is. She said, you won. No, you're kidding. I was in shock.
Right.
Still am. But
because this is something you felt like you wanted to do. So let me ask you, what are you doing right now?
I'm just getting the business ready. I'm getting my website and stuff like that going. And I have my niece helping me to get stuff ready, and this is part of it. So when everything comes together, yes, it's hard work. It's not like starting a business. It's not like working for someone else.
Right.
Everything, because when you go into the companies, they're all set up.
Right.
When you're doing it on your own, you have to set up everything to make it work as a company. So
right. And I like that. From when I first talked to you to now, that information, how you're talking now is different because you're learning as the process.
That's right.
It dives in,
and you have to try to remember everything to make the business work. Because when you go out to work, everything is there for you. All you have to do
is show up
and do your job, and that's it.
So before the business, what were you doing?
I worked for different companies. I worked in sales.
Mm-hmm.
I worked in manufacturing companies, and I do bookkeeping. My bookkeeping experience was from a manufacturing company.
Right.
First of all, I went back to college and got my accounting diploma.
Nice.
And I decided that I would go out and work, and I did data entry. I did bookkeeping, and then I went into doing accounts receivable because I liked it. It's just something I just...
You feel it.
I just can look at your stuff and tell you everything that's going on, and I enjoy that part of the accounting.
Right.
So I continue doing that. My last job was with the second largest law firm in Toronto.
So you actually have your hands in everything. So
Oh, yes.
You've studied
You have
it.
to. You have to. You studied it, but it's just theory.
Okay.
You have to practice. You have to practice it, and
Right.
if you understand it, it's easy. But people get confused about where things go.
Okay.
Because you can put things anywhere and it balances.
Right.
But you have to make sure that it's in the right sides. There's a right and a left side, and you have to know where to go.
Okay, so here's the question I have for you, because everybody wants to know this, right? Like, you took the opportunity because your daughter brought you there. Why did you never start your business before?
Well, I probably think that to stop working and start a business was not in doing it right away, but it was always in the back of my mind.
Right.
You know, and you have kids growing up, you put the kids first and make sure that they
graduate, they look good, they get married, they have
and
kids.
that's it. And
Yes.
then after a while, you decided, well, why not?
Okay.
And the why not came into why, and I should, because my company was downsizing and I was let go. So I decided, well, I will start something on my own.
Right.
Yeah,
so
so
that was the push. That was the
last
little
push.
push that pushed you over and said,
that
okay.
was the last push that you can really do it if you want.
Right.
It's not going to be a tomorrow thing, but you can start working towards it.
So when you were there, okay, you didn't even know you were going to win. Okay.
No.
You know, it's a surprise, but you're taking notes. What did you take away from the expo that you might not have learned about the business, what people were saying to you on stage?
Well, the first thing is, if you have a dream, try and fulfill that dream. And you can do things. I mean, we keep saying we can't do things, but it's because we put it in our minds that we can't do it. But anything can be done.
Right.
If you really want it, you can do it.
Right. You just have to take that.
You just have to
take that step.
That's
and a
right.
lot of us, you know, from the Caribbean and islands, we just know go to work, do this, and
That's
we don't
right.
think
That
we
you
can do it.
Yes.
And we're afraid to, as I say,
You're
jump.
afraid to start. You're afraid
Right.
to make the jump. And once you make the jump, you see that it's not that hard. All you have to do is start. And once you start, you will finish.
Get the little connections and little different people.
That's right.
Yeah.
And join associations that will help in small businesses, because a lot of small businesses fail because we don't have the expertise when we start.
Okay.
We think, okay, all right, I'll start a bookkeeping company, so what? I'll get clients, so what? But no, there's a lot more to it.
Right.
There's a lot more.
It's not just
No.
register, open the doors,
No,
and
no,
all
no.
these
No,
flood
no,
of
no,
clients.
no,
Because
no.
if that was the case, everybody would be doing
Well,
it.
there you go. So
Right.
it's not it's not a hard thing to do, but you have to have the drive to want to do it.
Right.
Because remember, in your first, second, even sometimes third year, you don't make any money.
No.
You spend money buying all the computers you want, all the printers and everything, and you sat there, okay, so where are my clients?
Right.
And
you're
even
just-
when you do have them,
you
it
just,
takes a while.
You're just getting established. You're just trying to make
That's
it
right.
for the first part.
That's right, yes.
Okay, so then you went through all this stuff, right? You learned. What was the... We're going to go one by one, okay? What was the first thing that you heard on stage and you went, oh, like, you know, you've been in business, like you said, you've been all these jobs, but someone said something on stage that has really sit with you from the expo until now?
Is the guy that had the tea business. The one that had the tea business.
Tea by Daniel.
Tea by Daniel. I'm
Okay.
thinking, really, tea? Tea?
Yeah.
You know, you go in all these places and people are drinking tea.
Yeah.
You know, it's a fantastic idea. The ideas that you really have to put into practice.
Right.
You know, and once you do that, I think you will make it. And he didn't sit back for when he started making money. He continued making money.
Right.
You know, you just have to expand and, you know, let people know that, hey, I'm here.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. And now that you've won, right, and you started your business, what's the feedback you've been getting?
Well, I haven't gotten any feedback as yet.
No, what I
because-
mean feedback, not because you haven't launched yet.
That's right, yes.
But I mean, like, now that you've you know, you've told people this is what you're doing. You've told your family. I heard you say that your niece is helping you. Are they like, okay, go Auntie,
Oh yeah,
go Mom?
oh
like,
yeah,
now-
oh yes, oh yes. My daughter's been saying, "You can do it, Mom. Why aren't you not doing it?" I mean,
Right.
and with her help, she's in her own small business too. She does photography.
Okay.
And she does web pages, so that's why she's doing mine. And my sister, as I said, well, you always said you can do it, and you should do it, because I do like books from the day I started school. There's something about books I think probably because I can hide away and just
Dive into a book.
block you out and just continue. I was like that from I was very young.
Okay.
Give me my books and leave me alone.
Okay.
I would just do everything that, and I go to work with the same enthusiasm. Give me the books, what to be done, give me a door, shut the door, and it will be done.
Okay.
There's something about books, I don't know what it is. Probably because it doesn't talk back, I think. It could be. I mean, it's just probably because books don't talk back.
And what it says is what it is. Okay, they're not saying, Mom, I need ice cream. Mom, can I stay out a little time? It's just, it is what it is, and I gotta get it done.
Because one of my bosses said to me, says, I've never seen anyone work on books like you do. And I said, well, it doesn't bother me. I come in and I sit in a corner and I know what to do and I do my stuff.
Right.
It doesn't ask me for what my name is. It doesn't ask me anything. And I think,
it's just you and the books.
And the books.
So then there is that passion. There is that thing that you certain things, like they say, singers would be singing around the house and they could hear certain tones come out of the singer. For you, it's
I have books.
You have books. You saw that yourself.
I have books.
You were comfortable with books, and books, they talk to you and you talk back to the books.
At home, I have books.
Okay.
The only books I read is business books and mysteries. That's it. That's it.
So we're going to go for a quick commercial.
Okay.
But when we come back, we're going to pick your brain on what is your favorite business book.
Okay.
And who's your favorite author. Maybe somebody out there that's listening to you, you can now start helping those people by picking up those two books and see if it helps them as well.
Okay.
All right. We'll be right back. You're watching CMJ Live. We'll be right back.
Discover the incredible India.
Think you have what it takes to bring value to the community? The TCN TV network is expanding and now accepting TV show proposals. Here's an opportunity to build celebrity status and become part of an elite group of community advocates that are focused on building, strengthening, and empowering our community in a positive way. Are you interested in embarking on a new adventure? TCN TV is searching for people interested in opportunities to change the conversation and pave an unforgettable legacy. If you feel you have something of value to offer, send a written show proposal to shows@mytcntv.com.
Hey guys, and we're back. Welcome to CMJ Live. I got my special guest here, the winner, of the social. She won a grand prize of starting her business. Please reintroduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Monica Noble. I live in Pickering, Ontario.
All right. So we talked about the passion of the books and everything. Okay. So is it the numbers? When I say books, so we have to make sure everybody understands when you're saying books, right? So what is the main thing? Is it the numbers, the accounting? What is it when you say books?
Well, accounting is numbers, so it's really numbers. It's really putting all the numbers together,
right,
to make it make sense.
Okay.
Because you can have a lot of figures, a lot of numbers going on out there, and you get confused and says, "Well, what does this mean?" But I can tell you what it means because I can rearrange them and put them in the order that makes sense.
Okay, so we're gonna go back a little bit. I hope you don't mind me taking you back. What's your background? Where's your Caribbean background?
Oh, Jamaica.
Oh, you're from Jamaica. So everybody wants to know, what school did you go to?
Green Island primary and Frome secondary.
Okay, so everybody out there that just heard their all their Audemars just went crazy right now.
Okay, all right.
So it was from back then in school. Did you see that you the numbers, you like to do your thing? Like, when did you know from reading books to being accounting and numbers, where did that transition come from?
When I went to school, half the time I didn't have books because back in the day you didn't have books.
Okay.
The teacher has one book, and I used to go into school early, take her book, read a chapter or whatever was going on, and when it's time for her to teach the class, I know everything that was in the book.
Right, because you took it, you absorbed it real fast and took it in.
My memory was very good.
So you're more of a person that retains
yes, I retain
the numbers.
Stuff. Yes.
So then, if I throw numbers on the table, you're one of those that just put the numbers together real quick.
Yeah, and in accounting is basically numbers. You're sorry, you have assets and liabilities like anything else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like a bank account. You buy, you lose your money. You put your money in, you buy, you accumulate stuff, but then you lose your money. So it's just.
I love the way you're so cool and easy. Like, you buy, you lose. It's numbers.
Well, it is really. If you think about, if you have $20 in the bank,
right,
and you spend $10, right?
Yeah.
What do you spend it on? A shirt.
That's right.
So you have a shirt, and you only have $10.
Right.
Balance it out.
So, see, people don't look at it that way. You know what I mean?
That's the way it is.
And people, if they knew more of the way you're thinking, because a lot of us have, like, credit card debt, right? Because we don't balance our books properly. We go shopping.
But even with credit card, you have a credit card and you spend on your credit card.
Yeah.
What did you buy? You buy a shirt.
Right.
So your credit card is less than, say, $500, but you have a shirt. So it balances out.
It balances out the value of the shirt compared to the value of what you put on the credit card.
That's right.
I love that thinking. I love that.
That's why it's simple. As far as I can see, it's simple.
Right.
You buy, you lose, you lose, you buy. Like you're taking from. It's like robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Yes, so, I remember that.
Yeah. So you take from your bank.
Yeah.
You buy something. You have it. Your bank goes down.
Yeah.
If you sell it, you put the money back in the bank. It goes up.
Right.
It's up and down.
So this seems like it's so easy for you, right? So now that you got this new venture, you started the website. You're starting. You gotta get the business cards. You gotta get all this stuff. What's the toughest thing so far that you've learned starting off your own business?
I think the website. The website is you gotta put. There's lots of information goes on the website,
right.
And I am kind of a private person when it comes to this webnet thing, so I have to get into mind that hey, you got to be out there if you want them to find you.
If you want them to find
so
you, that's right.
It's a little bit. It takes me a little bit of a time to get. Oh, do I have to put that? Yeah, you have to. You have to get your.
And then the thing is, your daughter's doing the website.
Wow. She said, "Mom, you have to remember to update my sites and stuff like that. Like, things like that going on your Facebook, your Twitter account. You have to do things like that to let people really know where you are. Before, no one knew where I was.
Right.
So there's certain things you got to get used to.
Right, and it's being open into the world and do certain things.
That's right.
So getting your face out there is another thing. Right?
That's
and
right.
When I first met you, you're the quiet person. So now you're really to take on the world.
Oh, yeah. I joined other association. Like in Pickering, we have the Ajax Pickering World of Trade.
Okay.
I'm part of that. So we go to seminars and stuff like that.
Right.
And, we're networking. So, it's in, everything is...
It's coming together.
It's coming together.
You know what it is? I love that you won because I see that you're really using it. You didn't just win it and just say, "Oh, okay, I'll do whatever." You're taking this great opportunity,
yes,
and you're going for it, and you're trying to see what happens.
Because it's the opportunity I was waiting for. It doesn't mean that when you start a business, it's gonna be go from the start.
Right.
You're gonna start off slow.
Right.
And then you're after a while, if things are not working one way, then you have to try the other way. If you're not getting clients or customers, depends on what you're doing. You got to up your ante and say, okay, now what did I do wrong in the first part of it?
Right.
And the first part of business is you're not going to make any money.
Okay.
Unless you buy franchise or something like that, and you start up that way. But starting up on your own is very hard, and it takes a while for everything to come together.
And then the capital to start.
That's right. Oh yes.
All the money that you have to look into where you're going for
right.
this.
We're going to get, because you have organizations that you have to, associations that you have to join that needs money. Are you going to pay them up front, or are you going to go for month to month? Which one is better? You have to know which one's better for you.
And sorry to stop you there, but I like what you just said. And a lot of people that are doing business, they just think, oh, okay, it's $500 for the year, and they just give them the $500.
No.
But then they didn't think about, if I pay them month to month, I could take some of that money and put over here, and then we can balance it out. And as I get more clients and I add some more,
you can't pay them month to month, because you need month to month is if you spend, say, $500 to join an association.
Right.
You won't be getting anything back. If you do, until tax time.
Right.
But if you pay month to month, then you can write off the interest, what they charge you, if they charge interest on there, or you can write at a certain point of it, you can write that amount off.
Right.
It's an expense to you.
See? So you have the knowledge already.
Oh, thank you.
You know, no, it does, because you're just. I wasn't even going that far into it. Why people should go month to month or everything, and you just taught them a little bit right there. So you already had it in you.
Yeah.
It's just now, this is your opportunity. This is your time to open up the business and say, I'm going to stop doing it for other people and do it for now.
That's right.
For myself.
I'll be at home.
Yeah.
But you call me, I can tell you what to do and what not to do. And, you know, I can say, you want to send it over to me, I can look at it. I'm going to charge you to look at it.
Of course, this is business now.
There you go. It's business now. So I'll charge you to look at it and tell you what you can do. If you want me to do it, I'm still going to charge you.
Yeah.
So there you go.
See, and I like what you said, because Chelsea and I always talked about what is your value. In business, you have to find out what you're worth and what your value. And I love that you're putting it right out there first.
Yeah.
It's a charge. You want my expertise. There's a value for what I'm going to show you. There's a value how I'm going to help you.
Yeah.
Right? So then, is there, because you're on CMJ Live and thing, is there a name of the company so far? Have you branded the names yet?
It's Monica's Bookkeeping.
Okay, see? I want to make sure I get it here first on my show.
Yeah,
Everybody knows.
Monica's Bookkeeping. For now. I mean, you know, you can change. You can.
Yeah, but
I
want to make sure that it was said on my show first.
I start off as me.
All right.
Okay,
so it starts off as Monica's Bookkeeping.
Yes.
And then in about 6 years, it'll be franchised and inked and...
It will be my daughters.
Okay.
And the granddaughters.
Okay. So you see... You're looking to move it on. This is not a small thing. You're looking to leave it as a legacy.
It's me starting it, but they have to finish it.
Okay.
Because they're younger than I am, so they have to. It's like this: you start something and you hand it over to the next generation, and the next generation hand it over. That doesn't mean they're going to work in it.
Right.
But it's theirs.
It's there for them to connect. So you're going to do it enough so grandbaby can go to university and go to college, and then who knows? Grandbaby might want to say, I like bookkeeping. I will start with grandma's business and keep going.
Of course. Because I will teach them what to do. I will show them what to do.
Right.
And even if you don't, your name can be in a business. You don't have to be there. You can be a silent partner. Right? You don't have to be in the business. No, you don't have to be there.
Right.
You know, they can say, okay, well, I don't like books, but I can, franchise it out to somebody, or I can get people to work in the books and make the money. You don't have to be there.
I like that you're saying all this stuff. So it keeps going back in my mind, just listening to you. Like, say we never met.
Okay.
All right, and we're on the phone, and you're saying all this stuff. You have so much knowledge already, and it amazes me that you're just jumping in now.
Well, the knowledge I had, I was doing it. I was working in other companies, doing it for other companies.
Right.
Because they pay me to come in their companies and do whatever I was doing. So when you're just starting out, you need a job. You know, you have a house, you have your mortgage, you have your kids. So a lot of people put them first.
Okay.
Then after that is over, they're married, have their own kids, or whatever's going on, and you said, okay, fine. If I don't have to go out and work for that person, why am I doing it?
Right.
You know, if I don't have to work, that doesn't mean that you don't have to work.
No.
But you don't have to say, okay, geez, I have to be in work at 9 o'clock.
Right.
And have to get,
set your own hours.
That's right.
Spend time with the grandbabies.
Yeah.
So if you want to say, you know something, today I'm going to take today off.
Not really. You can't. Okay. When you're in business for yourself, you don't really take a day off.
Okay.
You might cut your working hours back. You can say, okay, because when a client wants you to do things, because remember, they have their business, and their business has to keep going.
Right.
So if you're working for them, you have to be working.
Okay.
And sometimes the clients are demanding. Okay, I want this now. Oh, how come this wasn't done yet? Oh, I can't see it. So there's a lot to it.
Right.
So yes, you can take time away, but not too much time away, because you're working for yourself.
Wow, I'm telling you guys right now. You see that? I try to make her take a day off. She's like, no, I'm doing this for my client. I gotta get this done for my client. So listen, when it's up and running, you're gonna get an ace if you hire her to do your booking. She won't even take a day off.
The thing is, when you have clients,
right.
Like because if a client is confused about whatever's going on in their books,
Right.
and especially if their accountant saying, what's this, I don't understand it, or the tax people said, oh, why did you charge us? You know, you have to be there to help them.
Okay.
And that's it. That's what it's all about.
Right.
You're there to work for them. You're there to show them that, no, you can do this, and yes, you can do this, and this is the way it's done. So that's
Okay.
why when you have your own business, it's
Right.
a constant work. You know, you can work for an hour, you can work for 2 hours. You don't have to work 24/7, but you
Right.
have to be there to back up
For
your clients.
your clients.
Yes, you have to be, because that's why they hire you, because they don't know what's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we're going to dive into her and what makes her so good. You know about the business, but I wanted you to find the fun side about her. We'll be right back.
Think you have what it takes to bring value to the community? The TCN TV network is expanding and now accepting TV show proposals. Here's an opportunity to build celebrity status and become part of an elite group of community advocates that are focused on building, strengthening, and empowering our community in a positive way. Are you interested in embarking on a new adventure? TCN TV is searching for people interested in opportunities to change the conversation and pave an unforgettable legacy. If you feel you have something of value to offer, send a written show proposal to shows@mytcntv.com.
Hey guys, and welcome back to CMJ Live. And before we go, we kept hearing about this person that bought the ticket, started it all off. We go everywhere together. If it wasn't for this person, it wouldn't have started. And there she is. All right, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Charlene. I'm Monica's daughter.
Okay, so she says that you guys do everything together, which is, I like it. You know, the mother-daughter bond. But why did you decide to take mom to the social expo for business?
Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to see hip hop royalty. I'm not gonna lie.
I like it. It's okay.
I love Maestro and I love Michi Me. And
Okay.
To be honest, I've never been to a hip hop concert. Mom was very strict back in the day.
Okay,
so,
okay. It's the books. Get the books. It's the books.
Again,
Okay.
but in all honesty,
Yeah.
seeing that there was a prize, and I'm quite competitive.
Okay.
I just had this feeling that if I bought the tickets for her, that she would win.
Okay. You
I've-
just had that feeling.
I've won contests before in
Yeah.
the past, but this was really big. And I told her, I said, this could be your chance. And I know she wanted to start a business from a long time.
Yeah.
We come from an entrepreneurial family. My grandparents had their own business back in Jamaica. My grandfather used to have his own shop.
Okay.
You know, just small selling, you know, hardo bread,
Yes.
staples,
Yeah,
oil,
yeah.
that type of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And my mom, you know, she's being very humble about her beginnings back in school, because we always had it drilled in us that, you know, coming to Canada is an opportunity that a lot of kids don't have, you know, for education-wise in Jamaica.
Right.
You know, hearing about how they didn't have books, they didn't have shoes. At sometimes they grew up poor, you know, compared to our standards as well.
Mm-hmm.
So her being good at math, she's being humble. She skipped 2 grades in math. She used to teach when the teacher wasn't available to teach.
Okay.
She used to teach her fellow students at the time. So she's always been good at math
Right.
and numbers. So that's where her aptitude has come in. And she's always wanted to start a business from I was little.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that, you know, seeing that there's that opportunity that she could possibly win and start,
Right.
I knew that. I just had this feeling that I had
Okay.
to go. So yeah.
So then what's difference? Because I remember, like I said, I'm going back to when I met your mom.
Yes.
It's a quiet little thing, sitting there enjoying the thing. And now just to listen to your mom about the
Quiet.
business, it's come out. What have you seen different about mom now?
Differently, I think she's realizing now that she can actually do it.
Okay.
That, you know, as long as there's some sort of support, and you guys are providing that, and we're so grateful for that support. that she can do a website. You know, she can reach out and network. You know, she joined this association, this business association. I see her going out to networking events and, you know, looking into things for her business like cards and flyers, that type of thing. You know, she's more actively engaged in the business community for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you know, we appreciate it, because if it wasn't for you, you know, it's a big shout again to Maestro Mishi Me, because it brought her, who brought her, and now you're with us. So, as I always say, everything happens for a reason. And my grandmother always told me there's a time and place for everything, right? So it's fantastic, right? So we're about to go, but before we let you go, we do something here called the shout out. Okay? This is your 30 seconds of fame to shout out and thank anybody you want to thank. And because you're on now, you can do a shout out too to anybody, friends, family that might be watching. You can shout them out, say hi.
I just want to shout out just my kids.
Go ahead, tell them, say hi.
Hi, Jafia, Kafira, Nathaniel, Rebecca, and Daniel.
There you go. So, I'm so proud of you, okay? Because I can see it, like I can hear it. You know, you're really doing this, you're really into it, and I wish that more people, it doesn't make a difference what age or time in your life, there's always opportunities to not say, because here's a funny thing. You don't want to say when you another 20 years or 30 years you go, oh, I wish I had that opportunity, or I wish I could.
This is the thing, because I remember when I was in school, I started school at 4.5, and I just go.
Right.
I just get up and go. And not to brag, I have, in my class, in all of my school years, I was second once.
Okay.
And it was because I was upset with my teacher. That's it. I said, you know what?
That's it.
And she said to me, you know, and when I go back to Jamaica and go see my teachers back in the day, you know, really, what are you doing? And, you know, and stuff like that. They really wanted to know, because, as I said, once I have my books, you just leave me alone. And that's what they used to do.
Yeah.
And you used to come first, like your first, second, third.
Yes, I remember.
First, my books used to correct the class. And I would just finish my work. Here's my slate and my book. I'm gone.
Yes. Do what you got to do. And then go.
Yeah.
And I think one of the biggest takeaways, too, also, just from seeing, like, the speakers that day, you know, it's about evolution. It's about, like, they may have started off in hip-hop, but then they progressed into acting, or they progressed into their own business, or whatever else.
Right.
And, you know, it's about never staying still.
Never stay still and never stop learning.
Yeah.
Right.
Never stop learning, because you're never too old to learn.
Right.
Because we not only learn from ourselves, the people
learn
around
from others.
us, we learn from our children, we learn from their children, and that's the way it is. So never stop learning. You're never too old to learn, unless you think you are.
All right, so before you go, this is your limelight. Do your shout out. Yeah.
I would like to do a shout out to one of the ladies who really said to me, you can do it. Her name is Janine Wedlock. She also have a bookkeeping company. She's a very nice lady. She said to me, if you need a ride to go to one of these things, I'm here. Just give me a shout out.
Oh,
just
that's
call
nice.
me. She's a very nice lady. It's Janine. I think it's HJW Wedlock Bookkeeping.
Okay.
And she's also in Pickering.
Very nice.
I would like to say thank you very much, because the day I met her, I was not supposed to be there. I went into Shoppers Drug Mart. We just used to take the train. I did not even remember her name. We take the train and we say hi to each other.
Right.
And then I saw her. She was in Shoppers. I went around one corner, and there was a lady and said, hi, I haven't seen you lately in the train. And we started talking.
And there's always somebody to help you, and that's
right.
great.
And she showed me the ropes in the Pickering Board of Trade, what to do and what not to do, and so on. She's very nice. She's a very nice lady.
All right.
So, hi, Janine. I hope your business is going well.
I love it, love it.
Because she started about a year ago. So I hope everything's going well for you, and I will see you at the next meeting, because I have one on the 16th.
All right, there you go. See, she's on track. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching CMJ Live. This was part 2, our Friday special. Now, do remember, we are going to be live tomorrow at Jerkfest. So if you want to see us, we'll be there. And Chelsea, the one that we say Chelsea, she's always there. You wonder who's the Chelsea? Come check her out. She'll be reporting. She'll be there live. You get to see my partner in crime behind the scenes, who I'm always calling. Guys, thank you. Now, here's what I usually do when I was on, Care 101 radio. I always give you this thought of the day, and I just feel like this is the moment to give you the thought of the day. Now, we had 2 different guests on our show. One that took his dream, and now, like she said, he started off at cooking, and now he's launched jerk sauces. He's on TV. He's on different networks, because he didn't just think of one thing. He branched out, and that's the main thing. Don't think of what one thing you can do. Think of what you have and then branch out. Now, you also see this lovely lady here now. She has the knowledge. She has everything. She grabbed the opportunity, and she's not making it waste. That's the main thing. You never know when you're going to get the opportunity, or find somebody like she found this lovely lady that's been helping her. These are the opportunity that, if you're religious or not religious, it's put in your place for a reason. So don't be scared and jump. All right? Take that opportunity, and who knows, maybe one day you'll be sitting right here beside me talking about your business and your dream on CMJ Live. Thanks so much. Have a great one.